Dacha How, Washa Michael Larson, Washa Neiman Depungyu. Hello, everybody. This is Mike Larson from BBC IML, and this is A Moment with Mike. So, running just a couple minutes late. I had a conference call I was on that I had to finish first, but I'm here now. So, super fantastic day today. Had lots of big things happen. I'm working on a potential partnership with some partner from Turkey on some graphic design and some leadership skills, and they've got a good graphic design department, and I've got product, so could be a decent partnership in the future, but we always have to be open to those types of things. Universal law is about energy. Everything is made up of energy. So everything is connected through energy. We are all connected to each other through energy. So whatever we do impacts the whole universe, and whatever happens in the universe impacts us. And when our thoughts are going in a constant direction, things are attracted to us. Even if they don't make sense, things are attracted to us, and that is to fulfill what we focus on. If we consistently focus on something, that's what it is to fill, and you don't want to question that. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense whatsoever what comes to you, but there's a reason for it. If you can tie it to purpose, that whatever it is your purpose is, and this supports that purpose, then it came to you for a reason, to support your purpose, to move you forward, even if it doesn't make sense at the moment. See, what happens to people is they get tied to a plan. An idea, we dream. It's a gift we're given. We dream, and dreams turn into goals, and goals turn into ideas. And what it is that dream that you keep dreaming. If you do it long enough with emotion, your subconscious latches onto it, and your subconscious says, hey, this is something this person wants. I better start attracting things. And when you get an idea, it's frequency. And everything in the universe is tied to frequency. So whatever frequency is tied to that idea, see, when you have the idea, it's already in the universe, because everything has to be in balance. So the physical form of the idea is already there, and it'll be attracted to you if you think about it long enough. And sometimes it won't make sense. So what happens, we get an idea in our head, and then we come up with a plan on how to make that idea happen. And that might be the right plan, it might not be also. We have to be willing to change the plan. And sometimes you know that a plan's not right when you keep having things happen that don't make sense or don't follow what the plan is. People come to you. So this came out of nowhere. This gal, I met her on Facebook, and it didn't really make a lot of sense at the time, but now I'm starting to see some sense of it, and it might be part of the plan, it may not be, but that's what we have to keep our mind open to, is when things come to you that just don't make sense. If you think about it too long, I always call it the 5-second rule. If you think about it too long, the conscious mind latches onto it, and your conscious mind is, one of the things your conscious mind does is survival mode, so it's trying to protect you. So but your conscious mind doesn't take effect until about 5 seconds. And if you listen to master achievers in the world, they make fast decisions within 5 seconds. They always do. They make quick decision, quick decision, quick decision, quick decision. They're not always right. Sometimes those decisions are wrong, but even when they're wrong, it's not something that's bad, because an entrepreneur will test, fail, learn, apply. And that's how you get better, faster, stronger. You have to be living on the edge of frustration. So when things come to you, you have to be willing to try them. There's no such thing as failure. There is, you either win or you learn. And things will be constantly coming to you that makes whatever that idea you had come to fruition, come to life. If you take hold of it, if you take care of it, if you take advantage of it. You know, things will come to you, well, I don't have the money to do this. Well, then find the money to do it. I don't have the time. Well, everything came to you and now you're procrastinating. And procrastinating is the only thing that can keep your idea from happening. When your idea comes to you, it's impossible for it not to happen to you unless you sabotage it yourself. So that's what I've learned, and that's what I look out for. That's what I'm constantly looking out for. On the other side of that, though, too, is not to get, not everything that comes to you is something that was part of the purpose. So you have to make sure it's part of the purpose, because there's a shiny object out there, and you don't want to be distracted by something that doesn't make sense. So if you can say that this is something that definitely is going to lead me towards my purpose and steps me forward, then it's probably something that came to you based on your idea. But if it's something else, it's just a distraction, and people can be distractions. You know, it doesn't mean that they're not good people, but they can be distraction. If they can't help you with finding a way to your idea, then they're a distraction. And sometimes you have to let go of distractions. Doesn't mean you don't have to be friends with them anymore, but if you want to achieve what you want to achieve, they might be. And here's what happens is when we start to have success, when things start to happen, everybody has their fundamental elements: security, diversity, importance, relational, expansion, and sharing. And when you have friends, when you have family, when you have people around you, they are meeting your fundamental elements, and that's why you keep them around, because you need that. These are not wants, they're not desires. You have to meet them. And you are meeting theirs also. So when you have this grand idea and things starts happening for you, they see this happening, and what happens is they think they're going to lose you. And now how am I going to meet my fundamental elements anymore if I lose this guy? And they don't think that maybe something else is out there, or maybe that will make it better for them. But they're thinking in their conscious mind. That's what our conscious mind does to us. It tries to make things easy for us. It's trying to protect us. And they will sabotage that idea you're trying to have because they don't want to lose you. So you have to be cognizant of that. One of the big fallacies in life is they call it the devil's advocate. When you get an idea, well, he's good for me because he's my devil advocate. No, he might have destroyed a really great idea is what he might have done. It's okay for them to be skeptical of your plan if they can give you a better plan. But if they're poking holes in your idea, then they're not part of you getting what you already have an idea for and what's already there for you. So these are things you have to be careful in life. Surround yourself with good friends. I did a video earlier about friends, and I had a question on Facebook earlier this week about what your model of a friend would be. And I had tons of great responses on that. And there were very good ones: trust, honesty, equal affiliation. There was lots of different things that were good, but probably the best description of a friend is the same description of marriage, in my opinion, and it's unconditional love. Now, the difference between a romantic relationship and friendship, obviously, is in a romantic relationship, you're going to have intimacy. You're not going to, hopefully not going to have in a friendship, but otherwise the rules are kind of the same. If you really are being a friend to somebody, you love them unconditionally, which means you're going to do something for them or give them something expecting nothing back because you love them. If they reciprocate that back to you, then that's true friendship. And that's the kind that you can count on. I read a book years ago that changed my life, my whole opinion on friends. And it was O'Reilly, Bill O'Reilly. He used to be part of Fox News, and he wrote the book, Who's Looking Out For You? And in that book, he talked about acquaintances and friends. And acquaintances are people that you hang around with and you have a good time and you laugh about. But if something came down to the end, something happened, something bad happened, they're not going to have your back. A true friend would drop everything to come have your back, and you would do the same thing for them, and that's unconditional love. And that's really what it's all about. And that type of friend, when you have an idea about something you want to create, they're going to try and help you get beyond it, because they're going to believe in you. Even if they can't see it themselves, they know you feel strong enough about it that they're going to help you go after it. And that's really important in life. We have to surround ourselves with people that are going to support where we want to go, not detract from where we want to go. And you have to have a high quality of friends. If you find yourself in a group of people where you're the best and you're not learning anything, you might need to find a new group of people. Doesn't mean you give up on old friends, but they should be growing with you also. And but find people that challenge you, that make you better, that help you grow. That's what you should be looking for. And you are what you surround yourself with. That's what we are. Whoever we surround ourselves with, that's just a mirror of who we are and who we want to be. So friends are very important. Family is very important, but obviously you can't pick your family, but you better be careful about your family. If they're not supporting what you want, might want to keep your distance from them. If they're detractors, you got to love them, but you got to keep your distance a little bit. But that shouldn't be. In family, they should support you. There should definitely be unconditional love in family. But that has to go both ways. If you're in a relationship and you don't show some appreciation, you're not likely to get appreciation. That's very important. You have to do your part unconditionally. That doesn't mean that you show appreciation because you want it back. That's horse trading. That's not real. It's showing appreciation because you care and you don't expect it back. And when it comes back to you, then you know you got a true friend. So I hope this finds you well. I hope you guys are super fantastic. Let's see who we got on here tonight. Got Chad on here, got Lance, Jason, Brianna, and we got two Jasons on here, Jason Lennox and Jason Jahola. And Chad seems like 5-second rule, a lot of things. Yeah, definitely 5-second rule on a lot of things. So, but I appreciate you guys joining me. If you guys have something you'd like me to talk about, something challenging in your life that you wouldn't mind sharing, I'd love to take on something like that. That would be fun. We could easily turn one of these things into a Q&A session. You type up some questions you have for me. I'd be happy to answer them for you. But you can email me at mike@inspiredmotivatedleadership.com, or you can text me on Messenger, either one, or just send me a message on Facebook, either on our IML page, Inspired Motivated Leadership. I also have Refined Joy and MJ Design. But look me up there if you have a question. And we've got lots of products and stuff that we have available that teaches the type of stuff that I'm talking about now. It goes much deeper into it. Obviously, I'm doing this for 15 minutes. It's hard to get deep into a subject with this. And yes, Chad, you podcast. I am going to start a podcast probably next month sometime. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to interview important people, or sometimes maybe I just have a Q&A session or something like that. But I will be starting something like that. This is really kind of a podcast right now. It's just you can ask me questions if you want to. But once again, have a super fantastic evening, and we will talk soon.